when you try to be creative with your hair and you just braid the front. Today's video is gonna be a little get ready with me where I basically create the most flattering look for myself and my preferences. I don't know if you can relate, but a lot of the time I will go a little extra on my makeup, whether it's just trying to be creative or doing a color I'm excited about or doing a cut crease or doing a really heavy contour. I love makeup and I love the way you can change yourself, but like sometimes I really don't help myself. Like, sis, take that off. I thought I would just do a video doing a look that I find really flattering on my face. It's not too crazy, it's pretty subtle. It has a wing and it has coverage and it has colors that I like. It's more of a gray, cool tone look. I'm just not a warm toned gal. It does not, warm tones just don't suit me very well. I find when I'm wearing orange and stuff like that, I hate the way it looks. I do like yellow, but like for makeup, we need pinks, grays, and neutral browns. So I thought I'd just whip this look up. Like I said, it's very similar to the look I wore in my last video. I just have lashes on in my last video and they're the Cocoa Queen Bee lashes. I'm trying my best not to throw some lashes on right now. If you're interested, then we can just jump into the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you like this look and please subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll just jump into the video. So I used Wet n Wild Retractable Brow Pencil in Taupe. And I'm gonna prime my face and I'm gonna put some L'Oreal Visible Lip Luminous Serum Tint. A little here, a little there, a little here, a little there, a little here, a little there, a little here, a little there. And then I will do another primer on the center of my face after I do the eye makeup. I'm gonna first put a base on my eyes with L'Oreal Infallable Concealer. Not a lot. I'm just gonna go ahead and blend it out. So to set this, I'm gonna use a fluffy brush from Real Techniques. I'm gonna use the Fit Me powder in the shade 240, which I use this stuff way too much. I like to use this powder. It's a little bit dark, just kind of in a diffused way, and it kind of just creates a map for eyeshadow. I find it makes things easier. I'm gonna use MAC Copperplate, which I've definitely hit pan, but it's just a very gray tone. Personally, warm tones don't look good on me, so I would recommend you figure out what you like best on yourself. For me, it's grays, it's more neutrals. That's what makes me feel good. For you, it might be orange, coral, brown, red. I'm gonna use the Morphe E27 with nothing on it and just buff the edges out. I don't want to, you know, go crazy with this. I just want a wash of this color. Something else I like to do to blend it out a little bit further is just take the Maybelline bronzer, my little nose contour brush, and just run this through the crease. This just gives a really natural color. Lately, I've just been using my angled brush and spraying it with water for eyeliner. I haven't really been going for gel, liquid, or anything like that. Even pencil, just eyeshadow. Spraying it will really make it more opaque, really precise, and look really good and sharp. I'm gonna use the shade Benny from the James Charles palette. Just a really deep, deep brown. Do a little bit of a wing on my eye. I'm gonna start it a little bit before I normally would. Normally I would kind of go with where my eye ends and kind of drag it out, but this time I'm gonna kind of create a little bit more, I don't know, I'm gonna start it somewhere else. So you can just watch because I don't really know how to explain it. You see that line? It's definitely not where I normally would have it, but this is what I've been doing lately. And for my inner part of the eye, I'll just kind of lightly line the tight line. So it has a little bit of definition, but nothing really, nothing much. So you can see it's a very subtle lift of the eye. I don't know if you can tell, but it's definitely kind of creates a different shape. So yeah, I'm gonna do that on the other side, and I'm gonna try not to add lashes. I used Essence Lash Princess Mascara, one of my favorites. I'm gonna prime the center of my face, Professional, if I can squeeze any out of here. Ooh, we got it. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on the center of my face. 2000s R&B makes everything better. I'm having a good morning now just because of that, just because of a little 2007 Chris Brown. Okay, so I have some Vaseline on my lips, and then this is the Lip Freak Your Lips Out Buzzing Lip Balm. It has cinnamon oil and ginger extract or something, so it's supposed to plump the lips. I like the idea of that, so yeah, but it doesn't moisturize, so I put Vaseline on beforehand for the face, for the face. Ooh, I'm gonna use, since this is gonna be like, you know, my favorite type of look, I'm gonna use the CC cream from It Cosmetics. I switch it up every time pretty much. Sometimes I just use Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. Sometimes I use the NYX Bear With Me Tinted Veil, which if you haven't seen, I have a video on it. I'll link that down below. I'm gonna use my soft kabuki type of brush to just buff this into the cheek area. So this look is mostly gonna be focused on kind of just flattering myself as much as possible. I find that less makeup looks better, especially as time goes on. I don't know if my opinions are changing or if my skin is changing or if the trends are just changing and I am with it, but a crazy full face with like a glitter cut crease is just not as cute as it used to be to me. It doesn't make me feel as good as it used to make me feel. Lately, when I have a lot of makeup on, I feel less confident because I just feel like it's so much, and a lot of the time it's not that flattering. I'm finding how less is more. It's taken me a few years, but here we are. Finally loving a natural look. Natural. I'm gonna go in with just some concealer. This is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and I'm using Swan. I really do like this concealer. It does crease under the eyes a little bit, but it has a nice coverage, finish, and all that stuff. And I'm kind of pulling it up by the mouth. Just be sure to, you know, blend around your mouth. You don't want crusty looking mouth. I have a lot of redness right there, as well as a really deep scar, so I like to cover it, but I also like to kind of pull the product away from the creases of the nose so it doesn't get cakey. And then I'm going to use a sponge to blend out the nose, and then I think I'm going to use Tarte Shape Tape under the eyes just because I have like a couple swipes left, and I like to take the concealer from the bridge of the nose up into the center of the forehead, and that's just enough coverage and highlight that I would like. I'm using the Aquasurance Compact Foundation Powder from J-Cat Beauty, and this is the shade Ivory, and I've been using it under my eyes for some time, couple months maybe, and I really like it. So, of course, to set the center of the face, it'll be the Maybelline Fit Me 220. I'm gonna do that all over here. I'm going into the shade 240 fluffy brush. I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on the outer part of the face, but not too much of it because it is a little bit dark and I don't really want to have to drag this down my neck. Drag, that sounds so bad, but put this on my neck. I'm going in with the shade 360 from the same line. This is the Poreless, Matte and Poreless, and I'm just gonna start my contour with this color. And I'm gonna kind of put it higher than I normally do. I'm trying to be mindful of where I set my contour and make sure that it's flattering for me. Everybody's different, so definitely when you watch makeup tutorials, like, you're gonna have to apply certain things differently or maybe do a different shape, because some people just aren't gonna have the same eye. So many eye looks I can't achieve in the same way because I have lots of, you know, creasing and stuff, so I have to make my own way, you know? And same goes for my skin, same goes for my eyebrows. There's no right or wrong way. You gotta figure out what's right for your face and your preference. And then I'm gonna use the City Bronzer, which I added in the crease as well. I'm gonna just add that. And then I'm gonna use a fluffy brush to blend it out more later, but I'm gonna use my little mini contour brush to do my nose and under my chin, or under my lip. Under my chin would be my double chin, but I just let her live her best life. To stick with the flattering goal, I'm gonna use MAC blush in Dame, and if you've seen any of my videos before, I use this a lot. This is just very flattering for my skin tone. It's very baby pink color. I like corally colors as well, and I like shimmery blushes too, but this is just like a go-to. And then I'm gonna use e.l.f. little clear mascara eyebrow gel thing to set my brow. And I also used the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil in Black Fever on the waterline. I'm gonna go in to the Blood Sugar palette, and I'm gonna use the shade Tongue Pop. If we were, you know, to be the most flattering, I would just go in with a neutral brown. I want to have a little fun, so I'm gonna use a little bit of coral, and I'm pulling it out and having it go right underneath where that wing happens. And then I'm gonna put mascara on the bottom lashes. I lined my lips with NYX Espresso lip liner, and then I put on MAC lipstick in Peach Stock. I baked a little bit around the nose just so it lasts a little longer, and now I'm using the Lumi Bronze It in medium from L'Oreal. Kind of just blend that. I'm going to highlight the inner corner as well, and I'm using this brush from Scone. It's called the Smudger brush, and I'm going to use MAC Nylon. It's just such a good inner corner, but sometimes I'll pull it upwards and it'll almost define the crease a little bit, and I really like the way it looks, and it's such an easy way to play with the shapes, you know? I'm going to use a little bit more of that MAC shadow, just kind of blend that color into the inner corner highlight, and just a little highlight time. I'm going to use Wet n Wild loose highlighter, Mega Glow loose highlighting powder in I'm So Lit. I'm going to use MAC 501, M501, and it's not MAC, it's Morphe. I'm going to just add a little bit right here. I'm going to do the same, try to match placement, and then I like to just kind of blend out. I find as long as I keep my highlight in this like little designated area, it looks pretty good. If I blend it out too crazy and have it like all like that, it's not gonna be the best look, at least for me. I'm gonna use just a little bit. Boom, 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 boom. We are glowing, honey. The Morphe M310, and I'm gonna use Jeffree Starr Cosmetics Lavender Snow Skin Frost. I'm gonna use my bronzer brushes, contour brushes, just to kind of reinforce contours. Okay, I'm so annoying. Okay, and just kind of blend everything in. Even though I have a very baby face, I don't love a super sculpted look. I'm going to use a little bit more powder, and I used Laura Mercier translucent, and I'm gonna do just a little bit of cleaning up underneath. Like I said, I don't want it to be a contour, but I want it to be clean. Since we are doing the flattering makeup challenge, I'm gonna use a little bit of NYX Harmonica. Get rid of that powder right there. Gonna go in with the L'Oreal Lumi Shake and Glow Dew Mist. I tasted that. Oh. So I'm gonna leave it right at here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a little something, or at least got inspired to do things a little bit differently and kind of go more accordingly to what is more flattering for your face, whether it be color, shaping, wings. Hopefully I helped you out to make you kind of think, oh yeah, let me make sure I'm flattering myself and making myself feel good, because I can't tell you how many times I try to go extra above and beyond, a little bit more creative, and then not feel good about myself, which it's fun to be creative, but it's also kind of counteractive when you feel like it looks like trash, right? So yeah, and I'll catch you in my next video, and I'm sending you all the love and all the good vibes.